There is a quiet truth about the human body that most people only begin to hear after the age of 60. Strength is not lost suddenly. It is slowly forgotten. Not by the muscles themselves, but by the nervous system that once commanded them with precision and confidence. And what if I told you that reclaiming that strength does not require hours in a gym, heavy machines, or punishing routines, but instead a single, deliberate movement practiced with awareness? Today, I want you to reflect on 5 essential ideas as we explore this. Strength is a conversation between brain and muscle, not just a measure of size. Stability precedes strength, especially in aging bodies. Slow, controlled movement activates deeper muscle fibers more effectively. Consistency outweighs intensity in long-term physical resilience. The body rebuilds itself when it feels safe, not when it feels threatened. Now imagine a simple act: sitting down and standing up from a chair. It seems almost trivial, something we do without thought in youth. But over time, this movement becomes harder, slower, and eventually avoided. And yet, within this one action lies a profound biological symphony. When you lower yourself into a chair, your muscles lengthen under tension. This is called eccentric contraction, a powerful stimulus for muscle adaptation. When you rise again, your muscles shorten, generating force against gravity. This is concentric contraction. Together, these phases create a complete muscular cycle that engages the thighs, hips, core, and even the stabilizing muscles of the spine. But the deeper story is not in the muscles alone. It is in the nervous system. With age, the connection between brain and muscle, what scientists call neuromuscular coordination, begins to weaken. Signals become less efficient. Reaction time slow. Balance becomes uncertain. This is why many older adults do not just feel weaker, they feel less stable, less confident in their own bodies. And this is where this one movement becomes transformative. Each time you sit and stand with intention, slowly, mindfully, you are not just strengthening muscle fibers. You are retraining the nervous system. You are reminding your body how to communicate within itself. You are rebuilding trust. Consider how different this is from many gym environments. Machines isolate muscles, often removing the need for balance or coordination. They can be useful, certainly, but they do not always reflect the way the body moves in real life. Life does not happen on machines. It happens in transitions: standing up, sitting down, reaching, turning. This single movement mirrors life. Now let us go deeper into the physiology. As we age, we experience a natural process called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. But what is often overlooked is that the fastest loss occurs in fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for power and quick responses. These fibers are crucial for preventing falls, for catching yourself when you trip, for reacting to instability. When you perform a controlled sit-to-stand movement, especially with slight variations, pausing halfway, slowing the descent, you begin to reawaken these fibers. You are not shocking the body. You are inviting it to respond. And the body responds best to invitation, not force. There is also a hormonal dimension. Gentle, repeated movement stimulates the release of growth factors within muscle tissue. It improves insulin sensitivity, allowing your cells to use energy more efficiently. It enhances circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients where they are needed most. These are not dramatic changes you feel in a single session, but over weeks and months, they accumulate into something profound. This is the quiet architecture of healing. But perhaps the most overlooked aspect is psychological. Many individuals over 60 carry a subtle fear, a fear of falling, of injury, of losing independence. This fear often leads to avoidance, and avoidance leads to further weakness, creating a cycle that feels difficult to escape. This one movement breaks that cycle. It is safe, it is familiar, it is repeatable, and with each repetition, it whispers a message to the mind. You are still capable. Confidence is not built in extremes. It is built in repetition. If you perform this movement daily, 5, 10, 15 times, something remarkable begins to happen. the movement becomes smoother. The hesitation disappears. The body begins to anticipate rather than resist. And in that anticipation, there is a return of vitality. It is not just about adding years to life, but life to years. Now, you might ask, why slow movement? Why not simply stand up quickly and get it over with? Because slowness changes everything. When you move slowly, you increase time under tension. This forces the muscles to remain engaged for longer periods. It also enhances proprioception, the body's awareness of its position in space. This awareness is essential for balance, coordination, and injury prevention. In a way, slow movement is a form of meditation. It requires attention. It invite présence. And in that presence, the body and mind begin to align. There is a philosophical layer here as well. In youth, we often chase intensity. Faster, heavier, more. But with age, the body teaches a different lesson. Depth over speed, quality over quantity, awareness over force. This is not decline. It is refinement. And so, this simple act of sitting and standing becomes more than exercise. It becomes a practice, a daily ritual of reconnection, a reminder that the body is not a machine to be pushed, but a system to be understood. You do not need a gym to rediscover strength. You need intention. You need consistency. And most importantly, you need patience with your own biology. Because the body, even after 60, is not finished. It is adaptive. It is responsive. It is waiting. Waiting for the right signal. Waiting for the right movement. And sometimes, that movement is as simple and as profound as rising from a chair, one mindful breath at a time.